Welcome back to 10-minute yoga over 40. Today we're going to work on a modified vinyasa, just to help you learn how to get the fluids moving in the body, build a little heat so that you're loose in the morning. Maybe when you wake up you want to do this for a few moments, or maybe in the afternoon to give you a little bit more energy. But it's a really good way to get some length in the spine and the back of the legs, but just get things moving. So the joints are moving, the muscles are moving, get a little warmth and some oxygen throughout the body. Just makes you feel better overall, and also helps build some strength and stamina along the way. So I want you to start in child's pose. So just coming into a nice gentle child's pose. You can either bring your legs together, knees and ankles together, tops of the feet flat into the floor. Sit back on your heels, arms down along your sides, and the forehead comes all the way down. And just breathe here. If this is too much on your knees, you can open your knees, maybe even open your feet. Kind of sit back down between your ankles a little bit. This can relieve the lower back a little bit, relieve some of the pressure in the knees. You can also slide a blanket between your calves and the back of your thighs so that you're not bending the knees quite so much. So there's a lot of variations you can take to keep the body healthy, keep it safe, but also feel good. We want to feel good in child's pose. So wherever you are, just settle in, drop your head, take a few nice long breaths here. Allow the breath to go into the base of the spine and behind the heart. Notice your forehead on the floor. Notice the tops of your feet. Releasing the sit bones, so those sit bones are spreading away from each other. And notice the energy in your palms, the back of the hands resting on the floor. And then gently reach your arms forward, extending towards the wall in front of you, towards the front end of your mat. Lengthen through the fingertips, pressing back and down through those hips. Keep the spine and the rib cage long, reaching forward, but keep your head soft, neck is soft. And breathe here, now bringing breath into the side body. Down through the hips, forward through the arms, tops of the shoulders soft. Full breath here, in and out through your nose. Good, and then inhale forward to all fours, hands and knees. Your fingers are spread nice and wide, your palms are flat. Curl your toes under, lift your hips. Coming into a nice easy down dog here, just bicycle your knees. Bending one knee at a time, press the opposite heel into the floor. So we're gentle and slow here, getting some length on the back of those legs. Good, and then press both heels towards the floor. And just let your down dog be whatever it's going to be here for a moment. Notice your hands. Notice where your weight naturally goes here. Is it shifting sort of forward into the shoulders? This gives a little more stretch on the back of those legs, but we want to protect the back of those legs. So the palms are flat, strengthen the arms, and press the heart back as you lift the hips towards the ceiling. Keep your thighs nice and strong. Press the heels into the floor. And breathe here. Good, and on your next inhale, lift your right leg nice and high, coming into three-legged dog, but try not to lift that hip, opening that belly. Rather roll the hip towards the floor, flex the foot, drop your head, and you're still pressing the heart back, pushing your mat forward. Press into that left heel, spread the toes, lift through that right heel. Full sound with your breath. Good, and then exhale, slowly lower down. And inhale, the left leg lifts, flex the foot. Arms nice and strong. We tend to buckle a little bit sometimes.
Push the mat away, press the heart back, lift through that left heel. Exhale, slowly lower down, knees to the floor. Sit back on your heels, forehead down, coming back into child's pose. Then notice what's happened to your breath. Notice the energy spinning in the body, maybe going up and down the arms, up and down the legs. Just notice what's happened since you were last here in child's pose. And then again, reach the arms forward, inhale. Exhale here, lengthen front to back. Inhale, all fours, hands and knees. Use your belly and use your legs, curl your toes, exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift that right leg, keep the hips and the shoulders nice and square. And then on an exhale, think about bringing your knee towards your nose, round your spine and step your foot between your hands. Drop the left knee, uncurl the toes, and inhale, circle the arms out and up towards the ceiling. And breathe here. So be mindful of the right knee. If the knee is forward of the ankle, either walk the right foot further forward or walk the left knee further back, so that when you sink down, that right knee is protected, your tailbone is scooping underneath you, your belly is engaged, gently pulling into the body, and the fingertips pulling the side ribs up towards the ceiling. Full sound with that breath. Keep your shoulders nice and soft. Exhale, sink a little deeper into that knee. Squeeze that belly in. Hands to the floor. Curl your left toes. Straighten the leg. Step the right foot back to meet the left. Inhale here in plank. Nice strong top of a push-up. Your hips are neutral. And on the exhale, knees to the floor. Elbows in. Feel your ribs as you lower the chest and then the chin. Uncurl your toes. Inhale, lift just your heart, maybe your ribs. Press the tops of the feet into the floor. Shoulders roll back. Exhale, down dog. Good, and then taking the opposite side. We want to inhale here, lengthen the spine, lifting the left leg towards the ceiling. Keep the hips and shoulders square to the floor as best you can. On the exhale, pull that knee in, tuck the tailbone around the spine, and step that foot between your hands. Drop the right knee, maybe walk it back a little bit so you make sure that the knee and the left foot are far enough away from each other. Uncurl the right foot, press the ankle into the floor, and inhale, circle the arms out and up. Again, check the left knee, be sure it's over or behind your ankle, pressing into the left heel, sink the hips, but pull that left frontal hip bone back. So we want some space here in this left hip joint. We don't want to drop forward towards it. We want to pull away from it to keep the lower back nice and long. So you're breathing here, reaching for the ceiling, a nice stretch in the right thigh, and the underside of the left thigh. Tuck in the tailbone, soften the shoulders, full extension, full breath. In and out through your nose. Good. Exhale your hands to the floor. Straighten the right leg. Really reach back through that heel. Step the left foot back to meet the right. Inhale, plank. On the exhale, knees, chest, chin. Elbows in. Skim the ribs. Come all the way down. Uncurl your toes. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the ribs. And this time, maybe lift your hips into up dog. Push the floor away. Send your heart between your upper arms. Exhale, down dog. Good, breathing here. Flat palms. Pull the belly in to lift the hips. Pressing the heart back. The kneecaps are lifted, extending the back of the knees through your heels. Use that breath into the side body, up the spine. Use the exhale down the back of the legs through your heels. Good, knees to the floor. Sit back on your heels. Final child's pose, drop it down. Beautiful. Inhale slowly up. Coming around to a cross-legged position. So fabulous. A modified vinyasa. Very easy to do. Very gentle and easy on the body. Anytime you feel like you need to pump up your energy, certainly take a few vinyasa. Use your knee on the floor to help you support the torso and support the pelvic girdle. Or you can keep that knee lifted into a full lunge when you do the vinyasa. Otherwise, have fun with it. I hope it works for you. Keep those comments coming, and I'll see you next time.